can probably tell, I've been sitting up here. I've been crying. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I just want to let you know that my time with Prime has come to an end. And I'm very emotional right now because I really don't have to get my truck back, but yeah, I'm actually on my way to the terminal right now to give my Lily girl back. A few things that I want to touch bases on why I'm giving it back, the things that I've been through the past couple months. I felt as though I wasn't making the money that I should have been making. Last year, the truck made $124,000. Me personally, I only made 32. So when you look at it, I ended up giving Prime $92,000 last year, and that is something that really, really bothered me because I feel as though I should have made more. Yes, I started in April, but here recently, I've been tracking down these trailers for free. When I ask about getting paid for going way out of my way, I'm being told either you go get the trailer or you don't get loaded at all, and you sit and you don't make no money. Communication wasn't as good as I thought it should have been. I got offered the Southeast region, which I wanted to do, and when he asked me about it, I told him, yeah, most definitely. I never heard anything else about it. And then maybe a week or so later, one of my friends called me and she was like, oh girl, did I tell you I got on the Southeast region? And I felt like, dang, I was asked about it, knowing that I wanted to do it, and then you didn't even put me on there. Some other thing, I did get put on the load board because now they're letting select lease operators do the load board, and I felt as though when I really figured it out and really started hustling the load board and was making more consistent checks than what I was making, I started seeing that he was starting to send me loads himself. I wasn't picking as many loads as I was, because I would go a whole week and I was just running wherever I wanted to run. I'm really, really sad because a little piece of me, I feel like I failed myself, which I know I didn't. I tried to reach out to dispatch, and it just wasn't working. Something that works for you may not work for me, and me personally, this lease was not working for me, especially when I started seeing how much money I was giving Prime. I felt like I'm out here running my ass off. I felt like I should have made more than what I made. I don't reject loads. I go pick my loads up on time. I deliver them on time. If I have any issues with anything with my loads, I call dispatch and let them know. And I feel like I'm not being ran to my full potential. I'm sitting. And I just felt like I was getting the short end of the stick. But, I know that I gave it all I got. I tried as hard as I could. I pushed. And I always try to give dispatch the benefit of the doubt. I'm not trying to put everything off on him. But the way Rob Lowe has it set up, I feel in my heart, excuse my harsh language, but he fucking us. And I don't understand how so many people do lease after lease after lease. I basically almost paid for this truck in 1 year. 1 year. And I still this truck, I would have paid for this truck multiple times. Now that I actually did it here and I've seen how much money I gave to them, it was a slap in the face for me. I felt like training was being pushed on me. Me personally, I don't feel like I should be training nobody. Anybody can get offended to this, but if you only got 2-3 years under your belt, you ain't got no damn business training nobody. That's why we're having the issues that we having now, because you taking and you putting trainees on rookies' trucks, and that's why we have the accidents that we have, the dumb fuck-ups that we have. That's just my opinion. I have done one winter by myself, and you're trying to put somebody else on the truck with me, and I feel like they push it. They push it. I don't feel comfortable in my skill set to train anybody else. I call my dad a few times a week, asking him on advice on what I should do in this situation and stuff like that. So I really I felt like my money was getting played with. Okay, let me go ahead and try to see if she's not making. I don't want to say he was starving me out, but I feel as though I wasn't, if she's not making that much money, everybody knows you make more money training, and I felt like that was really being pushed, and that's not fair. When I told you the first time I don't feel comfortable, when I feel comfortable, that's when I would hit you up and tell you I wanted to come in and do and take the classes and take on a student. Don't get me wrong, Prime is not a bad starter company. Prime is not a bad company. But at the end of the day, it didn't work for me. And I have completely fell in love with my truck. I love my Purple Beauty, love her to death. But I just can't do it no more. And I'm not going to stick here and try to stick it out because I love my truck. And at the end of the lease, I'm not going to be able to take it with me, which I knew that when I first started, but I can't do that. I was getting to the point where I didn't want to run. There was days I just wake up and I didn't want to deal with it. But at the end of the day, I'm out here to do a job. I love what I do. I have grown up around trucks, and I'd be damned if anybody or any company is going to rob me of my passion that I have for these trucks. It's just a lot of different factors that played a role in my decision. I just felt like, right, which way? Can I go that way? I don't think I can go that way. But I just feel as though that I should have made more money. I shouldn't be sitting for as long as I was sitting. And I know right now freight is slow, and y'all probably thinking this is a hell of a time for you to decide to quit your job. Which, it is. But at the same time, I already have something else lined up. I should be starting with them with the next few days. I just couldn't take it anymore. And I know I haven't made a video in a while, and I know you guys are probably thinking, well, what the hell, did she fall off the face of the earth? I was just going through a rough time, and I didn't want to say anything irrational, anything bad about the company, anything bad about my dispatch, and say somebody got a whiff of it, and then that played an extra factor in it, because when you're upset, you say things that you don't mean. Because me personally, I like my dispatcher as a person. On a business level, I think it could have been a little bit better. So it's a lot, going on in my head with this whole, pandemic that we're in right now. I got some personal stuff going on. This is really bothering me, that I feel like, part of me, I feel like I quit. I said that before, on my business, which I'm going to keep my LLC. I'm going to keep that, that renewed until I'm able to get my own truck, which I'm going to work for a smaller company, an independent. And my dad actually worked for him, and he already knows my intentions. He knows that I don't want to run for him for forever. He knows I want my own truck. He knows what I'm capable of doing. He knows I'm not scared to ride. I love to ride. You give me a nice piece of equipment, I'm going to ride. But on that end, I don't have to pay for fuel. I don't have to, anything messes up in the truck, I don't have to pay for that. That's his responsibility. And I think right now, that was a lot. Going from being a trainee and then jumping straight into a lease, sometimes it can be overwhelming. A few months ago, I popped one of my airlines, and instead of the mechanic coming out and fixing one airline, he fixed all three. Me being a rookie, I didn't know no better to tell him, hey, hell no, only fix one, or have the stuff on my truck to be able to do it somewhat myself and then take it to the terminal and get it done for cheaper. I got hit in the mouth for a $713 charge. That week, I only made a paycheck of $142. January, I was kind of back and forth home because I had some things to take care of at home. My goddaughter was getting christened. I was not missing that. So January was slow for me. I really wasn't making the money. And then when I was staying out, when I finally got to the point where I was out, I really wasn't seeing, the money. I haven't really been seeing it for a while until I got on the load board and started hustling. And then when I feel as though when he's seen that, okay, she's making a consistent check, she's doing the thing, I felt like he was capping my money, and that's not cool. But that's anywhere you go. Like, just unless you have your own truck, you do, like, unless you calling in and you kissing your dispatcher's ass, which I'm not gonna do that. I don't feel like I should have to do that to make money, to be ran, to be treated fairly like everybody else. I'm not calling in and doing that. Not saying that he has people like that, but I don't know. I got tired of it. My goddaughter, she's sitting up, looking at me, got a little sass, got a little attitude to her. I'm missing all of that. I got little cousins that I'm missing them grow up. Last year I missed all of my little brother's football games, and that bothers me because I'm so family oriented. Luckily I have people in my corner that are very supportive in what I do and how I handle my business, and respect the decision that I've made to turn my truck in. Because if it wasn't for my dad, my new boss, the guy I'm talking to, like, I probably would still be dealing with the BS. Missing my family, missing my goddaughter, I feel like, to me, for the money that I made last year, possibly the money that I was gonna make this year, it's not worth it. I'll deal with this shit when I'm able to get my own truck and I have complete say in everything. I'm not running around miles opposite of where my load is picking up to go pick up one of your trailers, because the place that I deliver to is 2 or 3 days behind, and you're not paying me no money for it. I'm hearing different that's how the cookie crumbles. Or, well, yeah, if I got the deadhead here, I get paid this much money for it. You hear different things. I've talked to a lot of older drivers, and a lot of people kept telling me when I explained to them how the lease worked, sweetheart, they're getting over on you. You know how many times I've been told that I'm a fool for doing this? When I sat down and when I did my taxes and I looked at the money that I made and I looked at everything that they charging me for, I felt like a fool. I will never lease another truck with Prime, with KLLM, with anybody. What you do is what you do. I know for me, I will never do that. The next thing that I have that I'm paying for will be mine. I'm not paying $4,400 a month for a truck when I know I can go out here and put a nice down payment on a truck and have a $1,200 a month truck payment. To me, that makes more sense, because at the end of this lease, I was gonna walk away with no truck. Me personally, yes, you get that end of lease incentive, but I wasn't gonna have my truck. That's just the way I think. I would much rather walk away with my truck. That's just me. But I just want to let you guys know that I am turning my truck in. I'm on my way there now. Anybody has any questions on what I went through, what I've dealt with, anything, feel free to hit me up. Y'all can leave y'all comments down here. Y'all, I think I may have my Instagram or my Facebook or something in my bio. If not, I'll go put it on there. But I know for me, my advice to anybody, because of the experience that I've had, not telling you what to do, but I will never lease another truck again. To me, it's not worth it. I had good times at Prime, loved going to the terminals, got to, bring my family out here on the road with me, got to bring my dog out here with me, kind of had a little bit of free reign on what I do with my truck. But it's time for me to turn over a new leaf, do something different, and I'm probably gonna cry again when I get up here to turn my truck in. But I just can't do it anymore. So yeah, I'm just an emotional mess right now. I'm just emotional. Happy to be starting my new journey, but sad to be turning in my first truck in, my first baby, the one that I've spent time out wiping on, putting a little bit of money in, making sure she was done up on the inside, had my spikes and stuff on it. Like, I'm a little sad to let her go, but I gotta do what's best for me. So, on that note, I'm gonna probably run for a few weeks, let you guys know